Hello, thanks for joining me for this week's Midweek Minute. Today we're going to 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 7 says, "For we live by faith, not by sight." What does it mean to say that I'm living or I'm walking by faith and not by sight? Well, when we're walking by sight, we're relying only on our own ability, what we can do, what we can see, and what we think is possible. When we're walking by faith, we begin to step into those things that God has for us that are not, by human mind's perspective, possible or probable. Think about Peter when Jesus comes walking towards the boat on the water and he wants to go to Jesus. Everything about his human brain would have said, well, that's not possible. Humans don't walk on water, yet he asks the Lord to let him come to him, and he starts, and we know the story, you may know the story at least, that he begins to walk towards Jesus on the water, and he takes his eyes off of him and begins to sink, because that indeed was something that wasn't humanly possible by sight. But by faith, when his eyes were fixed on Jesus, it became possible. So what today are you striving for that seems humanly impossible, yet through God's ability and through his working through you becomes possible? How are you living by faith and not by sight? It's easy, it's comfortable to live by sight. It's easy to do the things that we know we can accomplish, to do the things that are easy for us to accomplish, and they're within our skills and they're within our abilities, and we can almost mindlessly take care of them. It's a whole different thing to walk by faith, realizing that what I'm endeavoring to do can only be made possible if God is working in and through me. I hope today you are indeed walking by faith and not simply by sight. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week for another Midweek Minute.